All right, let's begin seated, crisscross applesauce. You don't even need to have your legs crossed, they can be out, but just finding a comfortable seat. Feeling the sit bones root down, gently lengthening up through the spine, closing eyes, and allowing the hands to rest on your knees, palms down or palms up, however is most comfortable to you. Relaxing through the thighs, the knees. And when you're ready, taking a slow in-breath in and a slow exhale out. And actually listening to yourself. Deep breath in, use the belly to fill up the breath. Slow exhale out, allow it to be longer than the inhale. One more time, deep breath in, breathing in through the nose. Deepest inhale of the day. Hold at the top. And very slow exhale, relaxing, letting the day go, softening the face. Returning back to your steady breath. And simply taking a moment now to be present with the now. Hearing any sounds in the room, feeling the temperature in the room, noticing any thoughts in your mind, noticing the pace of your breathing, noticing if you feel any soreness or discomfort in the body. And taking this next moment to bring a little more focus to the breath. So once you become aware that the mind is busy, there's words, there's thinking, there's listing, there's sentences, there's sounds or voices. Bring that focus back to just the breath. Like the moment you notice the mind is so busy, return the awareness back to the inhalation, the physical feeling of the belly expanding for the breath. And then exhaling. Do this a couple more times for a couple more cycles of breath. And we'll take one more breath in, big breath in. Slow breath out. We'll open the eyes, stick our hands, clasp them together, roll out through the wrists. We'll wake our wrists up a bit. And then press the hands away at shoulder length level. Lift up, reach like you're pressing the ceiling away, round to a side. Small movement back to center, other side. One more time through center, to one side, we dip. And back to the other side. Release the hands and now just shake the hands out, just gentle shakes. And when you're ready, release the hands out, lift up, inhale, reach. Exhale, bring them down. Two more, open up, inhale, lift. Bring the hands down. One more time, palms up, lift, reach, and hands together. Bring the hands to heart. We'll close the eyes here for just a moment and take a deep breath in. And take a slow breath out. Keeping the eyes closed, feeling the ground supporting you. Beginning to fill with gratitude for simply being here, for simply hearing my voice, leading you through, and just showing up tonight. Taking yourself through this class, through this movement, through this time with self, this moment to be able to shut off. And saying to yourself that I am worthy. I am worthy just as I am. I am worthy just as I am, right here, right now. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. We'll release the hands back to the knees. Let's move through our neck a little bit, chin down towards chest. Release the head, soften muscles behind the neck. Lift the head up and release it back any amount. A few more times, chin down. And lift the head up and back. Last time, chin down. And head lifts and release it back. Back to neutral. We'll move through our rotations. Your right ear over right shoulder. Bringing that chin towards center. Moving in this direction about 3 or 4 times. Keeping the muscles in the neck soft and lax. And just simply pause where you're at and reverse into the opposite direction. Bringing breath to the movements. We'll move through one last rotation. Bringing everything back to center. Let's take that left leg out to the side. Right heel moving close to the body. And we'll first begin by taking our arms out, find a nice long stretch. Take the hands in towards the shoulders and begin to gently twist side to side. Keeping the movement to the upper body. Sit bones are rooting down. You can even feel that extended leg ground down, kind of like you're anchoring down through the hips, out through knees and ankles. We'll root back towards center. Release the arms out. Palms up. Slowly lift the hands up, meeting towards each other. And then bring the elbows together and out in front of the face. And we'll release them back down. Little tilt of the pelvis forward. Let the head hang low, closing the eyes. And we'll stay here for just a few breaths. So making this forward fold your own. Relaxing through that extended leg. Softening the thighs where you're feeling that stretch most. Taking a couple more breaths here. You can feel free to flex through the toes of the extended leg just to add in an extra stretch to the calf. We'll take one final breath in here. Slow exhale, rise, hands walk back towards the body. We'll switch sides. Settling in, so both sit bones are rooting down, contenting the mat, reaching our arms out. So feel the sit bones root down, spine lifts up through the neck, through the crown. We'll take our hands back to our shoulders with a long, tall spine, turning slowly side to side. Hips are anchoring down, just bringing movement to the back, upper spine, shoulders. A few more times on each side. Also, doing these motions makes the extended leg more flexible. Back to center, extend the arms out to the sides, palms up very slowly like the air is heavy, lifting arms up, pressing hands towards each other, palms come together, pull the elbows down at shoulder level, release the hands down, find the ground, relax the head down, closing the eyes, and settling into this shape. Option to flex through the toes of the extended legs just a few times if you'd like to just add in an extra stretch to the back of the leg. We'll hang here for 2 more breaths. And when you're ready, slowly exhaling, lifting up, rising, coming into a full wide-legged seated fold. Take the arms out to the sides, this time palms up, and feel the hips root down, lift the arms up. Hands come together, elbows together, down, and then lower down, release the hands. Chin to chest, closing the eyes, relaxing muscles behind the head, behind the neck. Bringing your focus and awareness to just the breathing. Relaxing the hips, the glutes. And even here, you can alternate flexing the toes back and forth if you'd like, just to bring a little more activity and stretch to the body, or just relax and allow this to be a passive pose. If you have the space, you can also lower down where you stack your forehead on a block or fists. And a deep breath here. Slow breath out, rising, hands underneath knees, knees bend, walk those heels together, and we'll bring feet to the outer edges of the mat, knees bend, windshield wiper, knees side to side. Nice little stretch here. And back to center we go. This time we'll extend the legs long and still keep those hands back behind you, and bring the feet to wider than your shoulders and turn the toes from side to side. Just enough to feel those knees turn, the big leg bones, your femurs turn. And last turn. Awesome. Let's move into our child's pose. You know the drill. Knees either together, slightly apart, toes move towards each other, hips pull back towards the back of the mat. Long stretch in the arms, setting head gently down on the mat. Relaxing through shoulders, elbows, wrists. Taking a couple mindful breaths here. So I mean, deep breaths, feeling that ribcage expand. And on the exhales, relaxing the body, relaxing the low back. One more breath in here. Slow breath out, lifting, slowly rising into our tabletop, hands and knees, spreading out through the fingers, knees hip distance wide. Let's move side to side just a bit here, hips and head to the side, or you can just isolate it to either just the hips or just the head, or both. Slowing it down, making it your own. And one more time on each side. And back to center. We'll keep the left hand where it's at. Right arm's gonna reach out, full breath in. Slow breath out, dip it down, coming down to your right shoulder, left arm stays where it's at or extends long. Turning the head to the left and down to the right side of the head. Hips are aligned over the knees. We'll stay here for just 2 more breaths. Full breath in. Steady breath out. Left hand slides back towards the face, press up, replace, so realign your tabletop. So once more, we'll take that right arm and bring it towards the side of your head. We're gonna do little side crunches in our tabletop. Lift the elbow up any amount, little twist, and then bring it down to tap your left hand. Let's do 2 more, lift, and slowly bring it down. A lot of weight in that left hand, press the mat away, lift, and back to that left arm. Release the right hand down, left arm reaches out any amount. We inhale. Thread the needle, dip it down, landing on that left shoulder, left side of the head. Right arm can stay where it's at or slide forward to straight. And so you're focusing on bringing openness and stretch to that space in the upper spine, right between shoulder blades. Sending a couple breaths in there. You'll notice your hips might want to tilt to the right, kind of gently bring them back to center so they're aligned over knees. Deep breath in here, inhaling. And letting go, exhaling. Right hand slides back towards the face. Replace the left hand and realign into your tabletop. Left arm comes up to the side of the head and lift that left elbow up any amount and then bring it down to tap the right forearm. 2 more. Lift up, bring it down. You may notice your spine cracks. Lift up, slowly bring it down. Replace the left hand down, right leg comes out and floats. Roll out through that right ankle. Pause the rotation, set the right foot down and press back through the heel back and forth. We'll float that right leg back out, doing a few Pilates push-ups. A few means 3. We're gonna lower down, elbows pull back and not out, press the mat away. 2 more times, lower down any amount, and then back up we go. 1 more time, lower down, press the mat away, right knee comes down, left leg floats out, roll out through the ankle. Pause the rotation, set the toes down, and press back and forth through that heel. Keep breathing. We'll float that leg back out. Pilates push up. Slowly we'll roll, come on down, and back up. Coming down, press the mat away. And then last one, moving down, pressing up. Everything comes down. Let's either sit back on heels or rise up over knees, rolling out through our wrists. And this time we will keep those hands together, pull the knuckles out like straight at shoulder level, and then rotate to your right side. Feel the twist in the core, and then through center, move it to the left. Through center to the right, belly twists, and then to the left. Once more, slow it down to your right side, squeeze and crunch in the core, back through to the left, to center, and release. Let's do a little bit of camel shape right here. So untuck the toes or keep them tucked, however is most comfortable for you. Taking hands, fingers pointing down, opening through the chest, checking in with the shoulders, and drawing the elbows towards each other to a comfortable level where you are not feeling pain. Gently pressing those hips forward, bringing the gaze up any amount, and now taking it on your own from here. You can come out of this at any point when you're ready and find child's pose. You can tuck the toes and bring one hand to the back of a heel. Maybe do it to the same on the left side. And when you're ready, we'll all meet in child's pose, giving ourselves the opposite of the stretch that we just did. Big breath in here. Slow breath out, rise, tabletop. Last exercise in this shape. Classic cat-cow. Inhale, chin lifts. Exhale, hips tuck forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, we round. And lift. And round. Back to neutral, toes tuck, press into hands, squeeze core, pull hips back, rising into downward dog. Feet pedal out, taking a couple cleansing breaths. You can always turn the head side to side, nod it up and down. When you're ready, take your time walking up towards the top, feet hip distance wide, halfway lift, hands up to shins, inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Slow rise to standing. Arms follow. Inhale, stretch and reach. Slow exhale back into our fold. Hinge at the hips, belly rests and thighs. Halfway lift. Inhale, spine parallel with the floor. Exhale, knees bend, hands back down, step back into plank pose, and from plank, lift hips up to downward dog. Bowing out the feet. Breathing in. Let it out. Both knees bend, walk those hands back towards the mat. Feet hip distance wide, halfway lift. Inhale, extending through neck, through the crown. Exhale, fold, release the low back, hang heavy. Press the mat away, rising inch by inch. Heels rooting down, reaching up. Inhale, stretch upwards. Slow exhale into our fold. Halfway lift, inhale. On the exhale, hands walk forward to our plank pose, and then from here, either lower down, move through vinyasa, or pull hips back to downward dog. Full breath in. Let it out. For a third sun salute, look forward, walk, step, or hop towards the top, feet hip distance wide, or toe heel the feet together, halfway up. Inhale. Hold on the exhale. Slowly rising, heels sit back. So we reach up, inhale. Arms up, knees bend, and we're going to come into a chair pose here. So take those hands, bring them so arms are at shoulder level. And then toe heel the feet together. Bringing knees in towards each other, squeezing the glutes. One more breath here. We'll exhale, sweep the arms back. Then reach the arms up to standing. Inhale. We'll exhale, knees bend, sweep arms back. Lift up and stand. Last one, we sweep back. Upwards to standing. Inhale, reach. And this time we'll come into our fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, knees bent, left foot steps back. Let's begin in our lunge. So left knee's gonna come down here. If you have blocks, bring blocks below hands or lift up on the fingertips, kind of like you're making a little dome shape here. So in here, we're gonna just move through a tiny little stretch known as cat-cow. Make it your own. Inhale, maybe just the chin lifts. Exhale, tiny little round in the spine, chin to chest. Two more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, lift. Feel the stretch in the left hip flexor. And round as much as you can. This time we'll come back into neutral. Left hand flat on the ground. Right arm lifts up. Left knee can stay down or toes can curl to extend the left leg and rise. Full breath in. Slow breath out. We'll take that left knee back down. Move your right hand forward. Bring it down, sweep it back. Two more. Little shoulder rotations here. Last one here. Back down. Reach up. And we'll take it down, hips pull back, splits prep. Front toes flex. Lifting up on fingertips. Inhale, extend the spine. Lower down on the exhale. Inhale, lift. Down to lower. Breathing in. And we lower. Back up we go. Right foot tucks back. And on either child's pose or up to down dog, maybe through vinyasa to down dog. If you were in child's, go ahead, rise into downward dog. Full breath in. Slow breath out, knees bend, look forward, step to the top. We'll come into halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps back, little lunge, action heel, right knee comes down. Settle in, Bring your blocks below hands or lift up onto the fingertips. And again, we're just gonna do those tiny little micro cat-cow shapes. Inhale, maybe just the chin lifts. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. Inhale. Exhale, round into cat. Last one, inhale. And exhale, round into cat. Bring the head back up. Right hand flat on the ground. Slow reach with that left arm up towards the sky. Chest rotates towards that left leg. Your right foot can rise. Well, foot stays down, leg raises up if you'd like to make this a little harder today. Lifting long through the spine, extending out through the neck. One more breath. And exhale, you can set that right leg down if it was up. Left arm reaches forward, stretch to extend. Bring it down, reach it back behind you. Circle 1 of 3. Bring it back, up, forward, down, back, up, and down. Slowly pull hips back. Left toes flex. Hands root down through the fingertips. Deep breath in, lengthen the neck out. And exhale, soften everything down. Full breath in. Let it go. One more time, inhale. Slow exhale, back down. We'll move forward, left leg shifts back, down dog, or child's pose, or vinyasa to down dog. Full breath in where you're at, and slow breath out. If you're in child's, lift up to down dog. From our down dog, take your right leg up to three-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale, step to the top. Right knee aligns over ankle. Left knee comes down. We rise to Anjaneyasana. Full breath in. Slow breath out, twisting to the right. Inhale, back up. 2 more times to the right. 1 more time, inhale, reach. Twist to the right. Back up we go. And then we'll take that we'll take the right arm, bring it to the right leg, right thigh, and round upwards with that left side. The right hand can stay down or find the left wrist. And just a little bit of tug action. Right front toes root down. Left hip is stable, stretching that left side. 1 more breath. And we'll exhale, open the arms back up to the right and bring this left arm, so you're kind of like little crake, twist to the right, but arms are open. To stabilize this pose, squeeze the core and press down with the right foot. 1 more breath. Unhook and twist, hands around that front foot, right foot comes back, down dog, lifting up, feet pedal out. From down dog, left leg up towards the sky, inhale, stretch. And then exhale, left foot to the top. Coming into our Anjaneyasana, right knee comes down, rising up, and we'll open those left arms to the left. So inhale, stretch, and twist to the left. And reach back up, and twist. And reach back up, and twist to the left. Back up we go, left arm down to the thigh, right arm up to the sky. So we're scrunching on the left side, gaze is on the left edge of the mat. Right side is stretching and opening. Left arm can lift up to the wrist. That Right side growing longer with every exhale. One more breath. And exhale, release. So arms open out to the left and then kind of dip down. So right arm is pressing outside of left leg. Left arm is reaching up. So the more you press your right arm into the leg and then the leg presses back into the arm, you'll notice you can twist a little further. So just play around with that. See how much you can twist. One more breath. And slow exhale, release the pressure and hook and twist. And then we'll pull this leg back, lift up into down dog or move the vinyasa to downward dog. From down dog, once more that right leg lifts. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale to the top, we'll come into our warrior one. So take your time, make it your own. Slowly rise, shoulders stack over hips. We'll inhale here. So physically rooting down with the toes, arms reach up. Big breath in. Slow breath into warrior two. To make this a nice balancy warrior two. Gaze over that right hand, arms parallel with the floor, belly draws in. Big inhale here. Exhale, right arm down to the leg, left arm up to the sky or forward at that angle. When you're ready, arms back to parallel, front leg extends, right arm reaches up, three-pointed star. Right arm bends, so just that elbow reaches up and maybe left hand finds the right fingers. You can link, gaze is looking forward. If this doesn't feel comfortable to you, you can just release the left arm down. One more breath. And we'll exhale, little bend in that front knee, hands cartwheel to the top of the mat, and then bring your right leg back to downward dog. Left leg comes up, three-legged dog, stretch, inhale. Exhale into our warrior one on the left side. And just for a moment, taking note of this shape, like we're not doing anything with our arms like we normally do. We're just reaching up, shoulders experiencing that stretch, toes rooting down, thighs activated, body feeling warm. One more breath. And exhale, warrior two. We've been here before. Gaze over that left hand, shoulders opening up, feeling even the stretch in the collarbones, belly draws in, toes root down, feeling strong, spine lifted, crown reaching up. Inhale, side angle, exhale. Again, toes root down, body feeling stable, and feel the stretch through your right side, through the right shoulder here. Whether your arm is reaching up or to the side, one more breath. And let's move into our three-pointed star. Both legs extend, left arm up. If this feels unstable, just walk the back foot closer so the space between feet is smaller. Left arm reaches up, even like feeling a full body stretch through here. Lift a little higher, one more breath. And exhale, left arm back behind your head, elbow bends, right hand to that left hand. Slow breath in, slow breath out. Release, left knee bends, cartwheel to the front. Left foot steps back, either child's pose, down dog, or Chaturanga Dandasana to down dog. And if you are in down dog, go ahead and come down to child's for just a couple breaths. And from child, we'll lift the head up and just slide forward into our Sphinx shape. So you're on your forearms, extending the legs back, coming down to the front of the hips, and just kind of gently pulling out of the spine. We'll set ourselves up. Bring those hands first inside the elbows. Slowly release the hands out, fingertips pointing away, palms root down, shoulders stack over elbows. And just tiny little subtle adjustments here as you lift tall through the neck, up through the crown, softening shoulders so they can shrug down. And can you slide the feet closer towards each other so big toes touch each other? One more breath here. And we'll exhale. Release the arms in front of you so your head can rest on your arms. Also known as crocodile pose, oddly enough. And then here, we'll bend both legs so feet are up towards the sky and roll out through the ankles. Reverse the rotation to roll out opposite. And we'll pause the rotation and just move the feet from one side of the mat to the other. You don't have to like drop them to the floor. Just move side to side, kind of like opposite windshield wipers. If your wipers are broken and are like inside out. Once more on each side. And then we'll release that left leg long and then kind of rise up so you're propped on your left arm in order to reach your right ankle with your right hand. So it could be passive and gentle, you're just gently pulling back, and this could be enough, or flex the toes down and kick the leg away. There's a few different variations to the stretch. Make it your own. Final breath in here. And slow exhale, release the leg, reposition your right arm so you're resting on right elbow. Slowly bring that left leg to you, grab with left hand. So first, feel the stretch in the left shoulder as you lift up through the spine, open through the chest, and maybe then flex left toes down and out so that you feel that stretch in the left quad. Rising just a tiny hair more, one more breath. And we'll exhale. Okay, release back down. And again, bend both knees and just move those feet side to side. And we will now switch and sit on our bottom. Extend the legs out in the front. Aligning shoulders over hips. We'll outstretch our arms up. Find an inhale here. There it is. And then lower down, folding the chest over the legs. Resting the hands, both sides of the legs. Slowly lowering down. Relaxing the head like millimeter by millimeter. Closing the eyes. The more you soften your head, the more those muscles behind the neck and along the back stretch, open, move. At this point, you can keep the hands where they're at or begin to kind of find the shins or ankles or back behind the feet. Or even these fingers around big toes or using a strap if you have one nearby. Two more breaths right here, slowing it down. We'll slowly rise, set ourselves up for a twist. Right knee bends, right foot over that left leg. Left leg can be long or bent. Left arm can hug leg or come out to the outside, bringing right arm back behind. Physically feeling that belly expand on the inhale and contract on the exhale. Lifting a little taller through the neck, pulling the crown up. Finding your last twist on that next exhale. back towards the front we go. And either taking a modified cow shape by extending your left leg long, or keeping legs as they are and stacking knees above. So full cow face would be both legs are bent. At any point, you can extend that lower leg out. Couple options here, you can just stay lifted and the upper body will just give you that perfect stretch, just remaining lifted. Or you can round forward, walk the hands out in front of the knees. You can relax forehead on a block or fists. Your invitation to make this shape your own is here. I'm taking a couple big breaths and keeping the focus on those next couple breaths, really hearing yourself breathing in and slowly breathing out. I find that the more I do physical activity like working out, it takes me out of the busy mind for just a few moments. And then the longer I'm out of that busy mind and putting off the thoughts or the thinking, the more it becomes like obsolete and the thinking or the thoughts don't really matter as much as anymore. Slowly we'll rise, lift the head up, unwind and tangle those legs. We'll extend right leg out, left foot over that right thigh. Option to bend right leg to the side. Slowly twist to the left and use whatever arm positioning feels or offers the best twist for you. Either left arm hugs leg or left arm outside of left thigh. Keeping that spine long and tall, actively lifting with the neck and crown. Slowly opening that left shoulder back behind. Both sit bones root down. Breath is steady. See if you can twist a hair more on your next couple of exhales. And coming back towards the front. So the option to, so let's both release that left leg down. And you can keep your right leg bent or extend it long for modified cow face. Now option again to just remain lifted, because your upper body will just give you that perfect stretch in the hips. This is enough for some, or when you're ready. And when it feels comfortable, you can walk hands out in front of you, lower and round the spine down. Head can hang heavy or relax over a block set on top of your knee or stacked fists. Keep the breath flowing. This is a deep stretch, so breathing and oxygenating your muscles is highly important. We'll take a slow breath in. And a slow breath out, we rise. Undo the legs. We'll bring the soles of the feet together, knees up to the sides, maybe walk or scoot the heels towards you. And lift long through the spine. Relax the inner thighs, hands around ankles. Breathing in. And breathing out, lowering the head, rounding the spine. You can keep the hands at the ankles or release them out in front of the toes. Taking a couple of deep breaths here to release the inner thighs, the hips. Relax the knees. And slowly lift, extend legs out, and we'll lower down onto our back. Here, we'll take those knees in, bring them in towards the chest, hug the knees in. I always forget to say, so personally, when whenever I lay down and just come into this shape, before I even bring my legs up, I extend up through the spine because just the act of like pulling my back up feels like I'm manually lengthening myself up and making my upper body longer and taller, if that makes sense. Let's release the hands, bring our palms up to the knees and just like make little circles here. And it's okay to squeeze the glutes just to assist the legs because you're getting mobility, but you're also getting just the tiniest of a workout. Pause where you're at, reverse to the opposite direction. Even as you squeeze the glutes as the knees come towards center. We'll release the knees, left leg comes out, right knee remains at chest, interlacing fingers below right knee, and see if you just can soften in here. Shoulders relax, thighs soften. So first part of this stretch is completely relaxing. So the right leg is relaxed so much it begins to kind of fall out to the right side. But now we'll gently bring it back towards falling out shape and pulling just slightly up so knee is lifting up towards that right shoulder. One more breath. And we'll exhale, release right leg out, left side, left knee in towards chest, right leg extends. And first part of the stretch is completely soften legs, thighs, hips. We'll draw shoulders down, extend through the back of the neck and pull the chin down towards chest. And now guide the left leg back kind of towards the chest and pull up towards that left shoulder. And when you're ready, right knee bends. And we'll take our left leg, place it over the right thigh. Pull the knees in towards the chest and hands can clasp over right knee, slide down the shins or come out towards toes and pull the toes out to the sides. Whatever gives you the most juiciest stretch right now, take that shape. And then feel the low back relax into the mat. We'll take a nice big breath in here. And exhale, let it go. Let's switch sides, release the legs, right leg on top of left thigh, pull knees in, neither fingers clasp over left knee, hands down kind of by mid shins, lower shins, or hands on the toes, pulling out. One more breath in here. Slow breath out. Unwind the legs. And I bring the hands down the shins, just above the ankles, knees out to the sides. So here you want the legs completely relaxed, just the hands holding onto the legs. Feel the back soften, the glutes release. Full breath in. We'll take a slow breath out, knees back to center. Hug the knees in and maybe lift the head up, drawing it towards the knees. Tiny stretch in the spine here. And then we'll extend the legs up, roll out one final time through the ankles. Reverse the rotation. Soften the shoulders. And pause rotation, knees back in towards the chest, either moving up and down the spine or turning to a side. Coming back up to seated. Settling into our easy seat. We'll take our arms, reach them up, inhale. And exhale, hands down to heart, closing the eyes, and all together, inhaling through the nose. And releasing out through the mouth. Coming back to our affirmation, saying to yourself in your mind or just thinking or out loud, I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. and I am enough just as I am. Thank you for practicing here with me today. The light in me sees and honors the light within you. Namaste. Boom. Oh.